In the last video, I was asked a question to do a video on my current collection and why I chose those ones. And so, yeah, we're just going to go through what I have at the moment and what I'll be getting rid of. This isn't all of the fragrances that I have at the moment. Some were sent to me for free, like Valentino, some of the designer fragrances. I will be selling those on eBay. They're not my... Although they were fine, I did an honest review of them. I'm never going to wear them myself, so I am going to sell them on eBay. Another one that was sent to me, this was actually sent to me by mistake. This is Mancera's French Riviera. I did a review on it. I purchased samples myself directly from the website and they accidentally sent me somebody else's order. So I didn't pay for this. They completely screwed up the order and sent me someone else's. I will be selling this on eBay. I will never wear it. It's fine. It's okay. It's not a bad fragrance. It's just not really my taste. I'm not really going to miss it, so this will be on eBay soon. So let's get into the shelf. I'm not going to show you all the miniatures. I do have a handful of miniatures. I'm just going to show you the full bottle sizes. The first one I'm going to talk about is Andy Towers' L'Air du Desert Malacaine, number 02. So I had a miniature of this, a really small miniature for a number of years. The miniatures from Tower are not very good in my opinion because they leak. At least the ones I had, they evaporated before I got to wear them. When I eventually got around to wearing 02, there was almost none left. So the way they seal is a little kind of plastic screw top, but it doesn't seal properly. Mine just evaporated. So anyway, I did wear it a little bit from the miniature. I like this for a number of years, but I never bought a full bottle until recently. If you don't know how this smells, it's like a slightly warm, vanillic, subtly spiced amber fragrance. It's resinous, it's a little bit spiced, it's kind of warm, and it's got a really nice kind of sweetness to it. I think it's a good all-rounder fragrance. I like this in the heat, I also like it in the colder weather. I enjoy wearing it, and I did want to own a Tower fragrance. I really tried to like a lot of Tower fragrances and they don't really resonate with me all that much. I bought a load of samples from his range and I've done a handful of reviews on different Tower fragrances and none of them really, although they're all kind of okay, they never really wanted, I never wanted to buy a bottle of any of them. They never really struck a chord with me, really. This is the only one that I've tried so far that I was enjoying wearing and wanted a bottle. So 02 by Andy Tower is my favorite from the brand. Again, I've tried a lot even from his other line, the Flash range. They're not my cup of tea either. This is the only one that I found that I enjoyed enough to actually want a bottle. I am happy with it. I don't think I'll ever sell it. I think it will be in my collection until it's empty. Next up is one I've not talked about on the channel. This is Milano Fragranze. This is an offshoot brand of Musk Milano. And this is called Naviglio. I can't pronounce it properly, I'm afraid, but something along those lines. It's got a nice magnetic cap, actually. It's quite nice. This is an aldehydic soap fragrance. It smells literally like aldehydic soap, basically. Unfortunately, it makes my brother-in-law really violently sneeze. Like he's got like almost, I would say, an allergic reaction to this. If I wear this around him, he's in like fits of coughing and sneezing that's like really violent, and he just can't be around this. So I don't wear this one around family. I actually, to be honest, I haven't worn it a whole lot since I bought it, and I probably will sell it on eBay because I just find I don't really wear it since I bought it. I did buy it myself. After sampling it, it is a little bit harsh on the nose when you first smell it close. I don't have this sneezing fit that my brother-in-law does, but I can feel, it's got like a little bit of an eye twitch thing going on if you smell it too closely. But basically, it just smells like a really strong soap, and that's it. It's just soap in a bottle. The bottle is beautiful. I tried all of the range, and this is the one that I decided to try a bottle of, but I've not really connected with it. I don't wear it, so I probably will end up selling this one, I think. But if you like aldehydic soap, then this is a real winner because it lasts a really, really long time. It's got a soft, clean, soapy, musky dry down. It's got this musky kind of quality in the dry down, but very like a white musk, very clean. So again, if you like straightforward, straight musk fragrances that last a really long time, this might be an option. Just sample it first in case you're one of the people that, you know, it makes them sneeze. Next up is Maison Francis Kurkdjian's Oud Satin Mood. I wore this for a couple of years and then I gave it away to my sister. My sister had it for a number of years and basically never wore it and ended up giving it me back. There is a little bit left. She must have worn it a little bit. There's only a little bit left in the bottom. But I did, years ago, I decanted some and sold it on eBay. So actually, I've not worn all this. I was selling like 5ml decants of it for a while to get some money back on eBay. At the time, I've owned this for quite a number of years. I'm not going to sell it. There's only a little bit left. And I do really like it. Although, to be honest, I think a woman can pull it off better than a man. It's got this very velvety, smooth texture to it. There's a little bit of kind of irisy tone, rose, vanilla. It's quite sweet. It's a little bit jammy. Kind of sexy. It's very dark. Thick, dark, velvety, sweet. But I really like it. Again, probably better on a woman. But I'm not going to sell it. I like the MFK bottles. I like the way it smells. I think it's a good reference point as a perfumer to have things that I think smell really good, even if I don't wear it that much. So although I don't wear it very often, I appreciate, I like the blending of it, I like the way it smells, and I'm happy that it's on my shelf as even just as a reference. But this one is a colder weather fragrance. Again, I've owned it a long time, despite giving it to my sister for a number of years. MFK Oud Satin Mood, very sexy on a woman, I think. Next up is Royal Oud by Creed. I never liked this when I first smelled it years ago. It took a number of years for me to appreciate this one and actually enjoy it, to the point of I went out and bought a bottle of it. It's kind of spicy, masculine, slightly green, peppery, woody kind of, yeah, I would say like a peppery cedar kind of vibe, but with a little kind of galbanum kind of green nuances with a little bit of spice. I think very nice, very masculine, very strong. It performs very well on me, this one. The projection, the sillage is pretty good for quite a number of hours. People have commented on it. This is one of the few fragrances where I've got like compliments. One of my sister's friends called Sarah, she smelled this on me and was like, "Ooh, that's good." She liked this one. So yeah, this is very strong, and yeah, I like it. Basically, I wouldn't buy any other ones from Creed. I do like Aventus. It's kind of, I think I'm a little bit over it. I wore it for a number of years and I don't think I would rebuy it, but I do like it. I think it's a good smelling fragrance personally. But this is my other favorite from the brand. Yeah, in general, I didn't really connect with any of the other ones from Creed really. So this one I think would be really good in a suit, as like, I don't know, I don't really wear suits apart from funerals and weddings, so it's not really something that I do very often. But yeah, I like it. I wear it for myself, I enjoy it myself, and there you go. Next up is French Lover by Frederic Malle. This is a 50 ml. I bought this one after sampling all of the Frederic Malle, and this was my favourite from the brand. It's similar to Creed Royal Oud. It has a similar vibe. It's got this kind of spicy, woody, foresty, green kind of vibe to it. This one is more green than Royal Oud, but quite similar, I would say. Similar ballpark. If you like one, you'll probably like the other. Given the choice between the two, I think I like this one a little bit more. It's got more of a galbanum note. It's a little bit more green. The performance isn't as good as Creed. This one sits closer to the skin on me. It doesn't project as much. It doesn't leave as good a sillage. It's not as noticeable. So if you want something a little bit more intimate in your own bubble, then this is a good option. If you want something loud, go with the Creed. But I enjoy it. I like that it's a little bit subtle. It kind of reminds me a little bit of a kind of an English forest vibe, walking through some pine forests. It's just got that kind of vibe to me. I enjoy it. I think it's a colder weather fragrance, spring, autumn, winter, and it could be dressed up or casual. And just very nice. It's quite a professional smell, like a gentleman-y kind of smell to me. It's, yeah, it's just cool. I like this one. Next up is by Kilian Sacred Wood. This literally just smells like sandalwood. There's nothing else. It's just sandalwood. I like it. I took it to India with me. I wore it in India. I had at least 3 different people comment on it that I smelled like sandalwood, like they could smell it on me even hours after I applied it, even in the heat in India. So it's quite good in the heat. It lasts a long time, more so than I thought. I think it's a bit deceptive. I go a little bit nose blind to this actually, but people around me in India were picking up on it even like hours later when I couldn't smell it myself, and saying, oh, I can smell sandalwood, are you wearing sandalwood? Because some people do wear sandalwood powder in India, and so a lot of people there know what sandalwood smells like, and they thought, you know, they can pick this up easily, and it performs quite well over there. So if you just like sandalwood, this is a great option. I really like it. It's very simple. Next up is Ivory Root by Xerjoff. This is another one that I wore for a little while, a couple of years probably, and then I gave this one to my sister for a number of years, and she just doesn't wear it, and so I was given it back, and now I have it back. So I gave it her because I don't wear it, and then she doesn't wear it, so no one's worn it. It's still, you know, very full, even though I've owned it for a long time. As you can tell, it's the old bottle. This one is a subtly spiced woody vanilla. The sandalwood, vanilla, a little bit of warm spice. It's very nice. I just found that I didn't really wear it all that often. It's a colder weather fragrance. It's very unisex. Man or a woman can wear it. If you like a subtly warm spiced vanilla, I think this is a really good option. For whatever reason, I just find I don't really wear it, so I can't really give you much more than that. I like it. I think it's nice. I think if you like a spiced vanilla, you should check it out. I don't know if I'm going to sell this or not because of it being in the vintage bottle, because they don't make these anymore. I might just keep it as a collector's thing because, like I say, they don't make this version anymore. And I think this bottle is cool. I like this more than the new design, the new bottles. A reason why they probably changed design is that this whole section here on mine came off after a couple of years. The glue it's glued on. The glue kind of just stopped working, and if you pulled the lid off like that, the whole plate would come off. And I think that's why they changed the design, because this wasn't steady. I had to re-glue this. So mine's re-glued, so I can't pull it off, but before it was just coming off all the time and very messy. So I understand why they changed the design, because it just doesn't work very well. Maybe in 10 years time I might sell this for twice as much as I bought it. Next up is Acqua de Parma Colonia, which you can see I have used a lot of it. This is probably one of my favourite fragrances. I like the original Colonia the most. It's got this beautiful, yeah, it's soapy, but it's fresh, it's green, it's a little citrusy. It's just wonderful. I really, really like it. It's very out of the shower, fresh, clean, crisp. Yeah, you've got that kind of neroli petitgrain kind of vibe to it. That kind of crisp, you know, cleanliness that I just really like. And yeah, that's it basically. It doesn't last very long is the only criticism. Really, after kind of 45 minutes, I kind of don't realise it's there anymore. And probably the longevity isn't much more than 2 or 3 hours on me. But I don't mind too much. I just enjoy wearing it. I feel fresh and happy kind of when I put it on. It's got a cheerful, kind of uplifting kind of vibe to it for me. Very good despite the poor performance. For me, this is a summer spring fragrance and really good. I like it. Next up is the Lorenzo Villoresi Fragranze Musk Eau de Toilette. I tried a lot from this brand and this was my favourite. It's a little bit sweet, it's a little bit powdery, it's kind of vanillic, it's a little bit sandalwood. So you get, and there's also like a slightly subtle watery rose as well. So you get this kind of woody, smooth sweetness with a little bit of rose, a little bit of powder, and it's kind of warm, comforting, and just quite enjoyable. I think very unisex. I think a woman would smell really good with this, but a man can pull it off okay. It's not too feminine, it's just right down the middle for me. If you like sandalwood, a little bit more sweeter, then this might be a good option. It's not just sandalwood, like I say. There's musk, there's vanilla, there's a little bit of rose, and it's just really comforting and cozy, and yeah, just very nice. It's a lovely fragrance. I really enjoy it. It's a colder weather fragrance, daytime or nighttime. Very unisex, very pleasant, really enjoyable. Very glad I own it. I don't think I'd ever sell this one. And yeah, there you go. The last bottle on this shelf is Atelier Cologne's Clementine California. This one is a summer fragrance, summer spring. It's got, as the name would suggest, a clementine orange note with an accord that I would describe as like a herbal essence shampoo. It literally just smells like shampoo. And so it's not overly complicated. It's not the most, mind-blowing perfume in the world, to be quite honest, but it's just pleasant. I think my favourite from this brand is actually Pomelo Paradis, and this one is fine. I just don't love it as much as Pomelo Paradis. I've used this much of it. I probably will sell this on eBay because I kind of just reach for it just for the sake of it. I don't find that I have the same enjoyment as like wearing Colonia, for example. It smells fine, but I don't look forward to wearing it, and I think that's a problem. So I probably will sell this one. Again, my favourite is Pomelo Paradis. That's more, that has the Pomelo Paradis has this kind of happy feeling to it. It's kind of this juicy, sweet kind of grapefruity like kind of thing with an amber base, and the brand has changed hands. It's no longer this aesthetic anymore. They sold the brand. The couple that owned it, they sold it. The brand completely redid the packaging, the marketing, everything's different now, and I believe the formulas might have changed. So I'm not sure about the new Pomelo Paradis. I don't know how different it is, and I think it's a Chinese company that owns it now. I might be mistaken, but I think so. So yeah, I'm probably going to sell this one. So that's it. That's my entire collection. There is a bottle that was sent to me by another brand that I haven't reviewed, that's not on this shelf, that I will review at some point, but I will be selling that one on eBay too. I won't be keeping it. In terms of logic, I do try to get some that are more colder weather, warmer fragrances for the cool weather, and I do like to have a couple that are more summertime, spring. That is a factor in perfumes that I buy. I like to have a little bit for summer and a little bit for winter, and I do like ones that are more kind of casual feeling, and then there's some others that can be a little bit more dressed up. So I do buy a little bit based on when and how I can wear it, but it really comes down to, do I like it, obviously. And if I like it and it fits a gap in that I think, I don't really have many summer fragrances at the moment, then if I find a nice summer fragrance, then I'll usually kind of maybe add it. So for example, the Atelier Cologne Clementine California, I might end up I probably will sell it on eBay at some point in the next couple of weeks, and maybe I'll buy something like Xerjoff Neo in replacement for a summer spring fragrance instead of that one. And then with the Milano Fragranze, maybe I'll get the MFK 724 as a replacement for this. This again is a soapy fragrance. 724 is also a soapy fragrance, but it's less invasive, where it's not going to make people have a sneezing fit, and has a different kind of vibe. And yeah, well, I don't know whether I will do that, but I have to test it first. But this is kind of how I feel at the moment. Like, I get rid of one, maybe I replace it with something else that is kind of similar or fits a similar ballpark. So I do like to have one that is a little bit more soapy clean. I like to have one that's a little bit more citrusy. I like to have one that's more kind of sweet and warm. I like a woody spicy. You know, I like a little bit of a variety, but I don't want too much. I want a small curated collection of things that I like and enjoy, and I don't really like to buy for the sake of it just because I like something, which is, you know, the topic of my last couple of videos. When I do go and buy new fragrances, this isn't a definite rule. Sometimes I break it, but in general, I tend to not buy 100ml, at least really not very often. Once in a while, I might get 100ml. This one, for example, is actually 100ml, but the price wasn't too insane, so, you know, and with it being a more soapy kind of clean fragrance, I was expecting to wear it more often than I did. However, I don't tend to reach for this one, so I am going to sell this one. So once in a while I do buy 100ml, but in general I like to go for 50ml and 30ml. 30ml isn't all that common. There's not many brands that do it, which is a shame because that's my preferred size option. But 50ml is okay. That will last me a long time, many years usually. Unless it's something like Colonia, which, you know, I can burn through relatively quick because it's light and you can spray a lot of it. Something I kind of probably mentioned in this video is number of sprays. This is very personal. There's, you know, people like different things. The way I do it is different for every fragrance that I own. So things like Andy Tauer's Le Air du Desert Marocain, I might spray it twice, maybe at the most. And that is enough for me. That's relatively a strong fragrance, so usually 2 times is more than enough for me. French Lover is not as strong. The projection, the sillage isn't as strong. It's just, you know, it's not a heavy fragrance particularly. So this one I might do 4 to 6 sprays, 4, 5, 6 sprays, and that's okay. It's not going to punch anyone in the face. It's still relatively mellow. Again, the performance isn't huge on this one, so 4, 5, 6 sprays is fine, and it's, you know, that's, you know, good. Oud Satin Mood, I wouldn't spray more than twice, but 1 is enough. It's that strong. Creed Royal Oud is very strong. I think 1 spray is all you need. I don't need more than 1. 1 spray, people around me are smelling it several hours later and commenting on it. I mean, it's, you know, I just don't need more than 1 spray. If you do like multiple sprays, I would say it's a room filler, you know, so I don't like to be that kind of person that walks into a room and everyone kind of goes, oh my god, what's that? I prefer to be a little bit more subtle, so 1 is enough, and usually I'll spray that one here, so it's just kind of under the shirt a little bit. Sometimes I'll spray fragrances on the back of my hand so I can kind of enjoy it myself from my hand. But I tend to spray kind of between the kind of collarbone here. Sacred Wood, I can spray kind of 3 to 5 times, and that's okay. It's stronger than you think. People do smell it, so you don't really have to overspray. 3 is more than enough, I would say, quite honestly. Ivory Root is actually quite strong. I don't think you need more than 2 or 3 sprays for that, personally. Acqua de Parma Colonia, I spray at least 5 times, 5 to 6, 7 times. Like, it's very light, it burns off in half an hour. You can go a little bit more crazy and a bit more liberal on that one. The Lorenzo Villoresi Fragranze Musk, I usually don't spray it more than twice, 2 or 3 times. That's more than enough. It has a decent strength to it. You don't need to over apply that one. The Atelier Cologne Clementine California, it's fairly soft, summer citrusy light. You can, you know, easily do 5 or 6 sprays and it's, you know, completely fine. You're not going to knock anyone out with that. So I don't overspray. I don't like to stink. I don't, you know, I'm not one of these people that do like 50 sprays all over their body, like I don't want to be hit in the face from across the room. I think it's just inappropriate in society, to be quite honest. Some people do it and that's fine. You do you. It's just, I'm not like that personally. I like it a little bit more chilled out. That's it. I will be getting rid of a couple of these and maybe at some point replacing them with some other fragrances. In terms of numbers of bottles, I personally like around 10. 10 is absolutely more than enough. I don't think I ever need more than 10 bottles personally. I used to own more than that. I don't remember what was the maximum I ever had. Maybe around the 30 mark at the peak. Going back several years, maybe it was around, mid to high 20s, early 30s in number of bottles. But today and for the last few years, I think 10 is a great number for me personally. That gives me selection. I have more than enough choice with 10. If I have a couple for winter, a couple for the summer, some more casual, some more dressed up, you can cover all bases with just 10. And if you pick 10 that you really like and you enjoy, then I don't think anyone needs more than that, personally. That's just me. That's how I do things. I don't love all of these, that's the thing, so that's why I'm going to get rid of a couple of them and replace them with ones that I do enjoy more. Hope you enjoyed the insight into my little world of what I own. I do have a number of little miniature bottles and millions of samples. I have, not millions, but a lot of samples. I have hundreds of samples of various different brands, both niche, indie and designer. I'm not going to show you the samples because they're in 2 different drawers and it's kind of a mess. It's very hard to organize loose samples that kind of, it's not pretty to look at. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you again. Take care of yourselves and goodbye.
Old man Harlem gives me Sunday headache, but that old man Harlem keeps me rolling on.